What's good, beautiful people?
Oh, this way.
Uh,
This way.
yeah, what's good, beautiful people? Welcome to the Sportsload. I'm your host, Jah. As my guy, Mr. GPS himself, Garrett Paul Smith. Before we get started and talk about Grimace,
Yep.
keep liking, keep subscribing. It's going to make sense in a few. Trust us.
Guest appearance by Grimace.
Oh, man. Oh, McDonald's will come looking for us, man. The Ronald McDonald guy come looking for us.
Yeah.
Oh man, but Gary, tell us about the why we have Grimace as our background.
Right. So about 4 or 5 days ago, Grimace threw out the first pitch in Citi Field, and since then, the Mets are 5-0, including a win today. And that's basically the story. Grimace, the Grimace era of the Mets is 5-0. Like, we are undefeated since he threw out the first pitch. He's our king.
If the
He's
Mets,
our king.
If the Mets somehow win the World Series this year, Grimace
all hail
is getting
Grimace.
a ring. Yeah, Grimace is gonna get a ring.
Yeah, he should, honestly. Like,
oh my god, this is
purple
not
bastard's just so he's elite. Like, look at this guy.
He's the best.
He's the peak male performance. Look at that. Like,
oh my god. Why did Grimace even throw out? Why have all people?
I don't know. It was just like a random
thing
that happened, and I was like, all right, cool. It was pretty good too. He had pretty good form, actually.
Oh man! So let's get into it with the Mets and baseball in general. Man, the Mets seem to win. I think 7 out of 10 now.
I think they're 8 out of the last 10, actually.
8 of the last 10. Yeah. See,
ever since Alvarez returned, they've been really good. And there's an insane stat about that, actually.
Okay.
About Alvarez, the Mets are like. Wait, I'll look it up. It's on Twitter. There's a thing. So the Mets are 15-6 with Alvarez and 17-31 without him.
Wow.
So yeah,
and is he because I think did he have a hit today? I don't even remember. I was watching the game and I don't remember him doing.
He might have, but more importantly, his catching behind the plate
has been very good.
It's very good because the ERA of our starters and our bullpen is way lower with him behind the plate.
That's good, and
it's like way lower. Like it's like 2 with him behind the plate, and it's like 4 or 5 with other catchers we have.
Yeah, so he's been more
they DFA'd Narvaez and they DFA'd Nito.
Right, so he's been the guy.
Yeah, he's the guy, and he's like an X factor. Like I haven't seen a guy like that since Mike Piazza.
Yeah, well, honestly.
And I said that in that post that I just read off, but
and he's young as hell. He's still a kid, right?
He's still like 22, I think.
Yeah,
right?
He's I thought he was only 25. Yeah, he's a youngin.
Yeah, he's very young.
The Mets look good right now.
He's the future, dude. He's the future.
Yeah, definitely. Well, if you're gonna build on it, then you gotta build on around this kid, obviously. Still questions around Pete. He's still looking like he's coming back slowly.
Yeah, he had a big game today. Slightly better, but I think it's the whole team has picked him up. And JD Martinez, oh my god,
he's been great, man.
Yeah, he has that dog in him, bro. He can just every game it's like home run, double, game-winning home run.
He was, dude. Before I had to step out, happy Father's Day to the fathers. By the way,
that watch this.
Yeah, for real, because we're shooting on Father's Day. But he was 3 for 3 before I left the house, man. He was hitting
he's been on fire. Like,
he's on fire, man. And Vientos has been good too.
He's actually shown he can play third base a little bit and he can hit.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, he got to work on hitting the sliders, man. C's was throwing sliders at him. Like, he threw 8 straight sliders at the kid. He couldn't hit off of him. He can't hit sliders.
Those are tough, though. Those are tough.
Yeah, and he has to get into that form of getting to see a pitch like a slider and know when to go after it or not. He's swung like the MLB. The guys know him. Everybody has a report on this kid. He can't hit certain pitches. They're gonna just throw those pitches.
So you gotta stuff. They're gonna throw breaking stuff.
They're gonna throw breaking stuff. So that's
yeah.
So he has to make adjustments. Yep. And those guys, if you want to stay here, because him and Beatty been going back and forth as far as who's gonna start and who's gonna go get sent down. He's gonna have to produce. He's gonna have to hit them sliders. I honestly think he is our third baseman. I think he's it. I think that's our third baseman. Overall, I still would bring up Beatty though as a utility guy or just as
he's playing second base now too in Syracuse. So
so bring him up.
That could be useful because McNeil's useless now.
Here's the thing. Can you tell me what's Beatty's batting average? Because it wasn't that bad. Couldn't be that bad, right?
Oh, in the majors?
Yeah.
It wasn't that good, but I can look it up. he was doing let's see, 229. So it's not that bad, but
what was his average? I'm sorry.
229.
You're right. It's not good.
It's not great. I mean,
Yeah.
306 on base, 327 slug. That's the worst part, probably. 633 OPS, 87 OPS plus, which is below average. Yeah,
it's not good.
He has 42. He has 42 strikeouts and 153 at bats, which is not very.
That's not good. That's horrible, actually.
Yeah. So he needs to work on not striking out and also
His
just
mechanics, pretty much. Yeah.
getting like lift on the ball, I believe. Actually, I don't know what his launch angle stuff is, but I bet you it's not good. Given what I'm seeing.
So, and what's Vientos' batting average?
Vientos? Let's see.
No, it's just small. He's only been like.
Yeah, he's
for like what, a month?
287 batting average. Yeah. He has 87 at bats, 287, 357, 517, 874, 874 OPS, 155 OPS plus. So yeah, better.
Yeah, way better.
It's 5 home runs already.
Yeah, my question to you now, Garrett, when it comes to this, like, so the Mets keep on trucking as far as like getting, above 500. Sorry, I'm having issues with my light.
It happens.
But if the Mets continue on this trajectory as, second place or even first place or number one wild card, what does it look like as far as trade deadline? Like, McNeil has to be the guy that they're gonna put up for sale, right?
If they sell, I made a few videos about this that are gonna come out soon, but basically, I think as long as they're in the wild card like they are right now, I think they buy actually.
No, I think they're buying, but I think I agree, they're definitely buying, but I think somebody's gonna have to go. I think
I think it's McNeil. He makes the most sense to go for me because he's not producing like he
for that contract. He's not producing at all.
Yeah, it's gonna be harder he's gonna be the hardest one to trade though.
Because of his contract, right?
Yeah,
he has what, 3 or 4 years left?
2 years left or 3 years left. I think it's 2 years and an option, but
I'll throw a curveball at you though. Like maybe you get a king's ransom for Alonso.
Yeah, but it's only a rental for 2 months, so it's not
necessarily if you go after somebody
crazy.
That's a team that's trying to shed contracts. Like, I'm not saying Manny, like a guy like Manny Machado's contract or even Fernando Tatis kind of contract.
Yeah,
somebody's trying to offload, but it's a good player.
I was looking at the free agents that are available, like the other rentals we could trade Alonso for.
But they'll just be rentals, though, right?
Yeah, but it would be like a like for like Christian Walker, for example. He plays for Arizona.
Yeah.
He has an expiring contract. He's a similar age. He's 33. Similar age, similar hitter. It's like a swap. We just swap him, and then if Pete wants to come back, he can always come back. Like there's no rule that says you can't re-sign with the Mets after we trade you away.
Right.
If he really wants to, but the thing is, he already turned down an extension, so like I don't know.
Right. So like if I'm the Mets and we're in win now mode. You know what I mean?
I think you keep Pete though if we're in it. Like I don't know why we would trade him unless it's like really good prospects, which we're not going to get because it's just a 2-month rental.
I got you. But if we are like going, let's say we go on another big skid again, you think we'd be sellers and Pete would be part of
I think
selling.
If we get any further than like 4 or 5 games out, we're selling. All the starting pitching's gone. Like Manaya's gone, Severino's gone.
Yeah.
I think McNeil might be gone, and Alonso would probably be gone too.
McNeil is going to be gone regardless if we're selling, even if we're buying or selling.
I think McNeil's gone either way, but I think that if we sell, it's going to be because those guys are having great seasons. The Manaya and Severino, like sub 4 ERAs, they've had solid starts. So like
Severino's been a huge like godsend all of a sudden. Like he's on a prove it deal. Like you put it
pretty much.
Again,
he hasn't played decently. He hasn't played very much or decently in a few years. So
so like it was a low risk high reward kind of thing when they signed him.
It's paying off.
100% paying off. So I'm happy. I'm watching Mets baseball again. I watched it a lot over the weekend, so I'm back in.
Yeah, we're 2 games out of the wild card. The crazy thing about the NL wildcard is that everyone is below 500.
Yeah,
except for
there's only 2 teams, right? That's above 500 or 4 teams?
There's only 5 teams. I'm looking at it right now. San Diego's at 500, and then Atlanta, Milwaukee, and Dodgers and Philly
are the above 500.
Yeah.
And in the AL, there's only 10 teams, right?
Yeah. In the AL, it's a little bit better. Yeah. So it's interesting because it's like the NL is very weak. So if we can keep winning, we have a chance to like lock up a wild card early.
Yeah. So where are we at right now in the wild card? We're
2 games out. 2 games out. We're behind from Pittsburgh, the last spot? Chicago, the Giants, the Diamondbacks, the Nationals, Cincinnati, St. Louis.
Wait, the Nationals?
Yeah, the Nationals are ahead of us by like a game or a game and a half.
Oh, okay. That's crazy.
Even though we did sweep them, but they have 2 more wins than us and one less loss. So.
Okay. So and that's all for the last playoff spot.
Yeah, that's just to get the last spot.
Okay.
St. Louis is currently holding that,
which is wild because they started off horrible when they was gonna have a fire sale. They were talking about
St. Louis. I don't know, man. Ever since Yadier Molina left, they've been like. Lost. I think they should have hired him as manager after you left. Like after you retired, they should have been like, "All right, dude, bro,
put him in the staff.
Don't be a manager, or at least a bench coach or something." Like, he was the glue that held that team together. I hate that guy, but he was the glue.
He's definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that guy was good. I didn't like him neither, but he was.
Well, I mean, as Mets fans, we don't like him because he's game 7 of the NLCS
World Series. Yeah, he killed us. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm happy for them. I'm happy for us, the Mets fans. Also, I know you're not a Yankee fan. I'm a Yankee fan. The Yankees look good against Boston. Fucking them. Boston's in a weird position because they're at 500 themselves. And
Boston's better than they expected to be.
I was about to get into that. I was like, dude, they're actually not as like they're they're actually overachieving.
Yeah, they're overachieving a bit. Yeah. Like they weren't supposed to be this good, but they're actually pretty decent.
Yeah, and Toronto is the team that I thought was really going to kill it this year.
Yeah,
and they're just
nothing.
That's a team to watch out for in a trade deadline. I think they're sellers, big time sellers.
Like, the White Sox will also be sellers. They're selling.
But the White Sox were sellers from game 1 of the season, bro.
Yeah, well, the White Sox are another team that's just like, what the hell?
If I'm the Mets, I'm calling them up and Toronto.
Luis Robert Jr. Ugh.
Can you imagine getting Vladdy in a Mets jersey, bro?
That'd be cool, actually. Although he's been underperforming as well. Vladdy.
Yeah, but he's like, I mean, you're in a shitty team. You know what I mean? Like maybe a change of scenery will do him good.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, he had that one good year in 2021, and he hasn't done it since. So I don't know if it was a fluke or
maybe the MLB The Show curse.
could be, but that was a few years ago, right? Like,
he's on the cover this year, actually.
Oh yeah, this year, right. Yeah. Oh yeah, it probably is actually. Then he's fine then.
Yeah, it's wild, but look, Boston still got ways to go, but right now they're doing very well. Baltimore, if the Yankees weren't killing it the way they are, Baltimore would have been easily like the number 1 team. I mean, and the Yankees killing it right now. They're only 2 games back of the Yankees right now.
Yeah, Baltimore's still good. They just
I just wish people would spend more time talking about the Orioles though. But
they're going to be good for a long time. I'm not worried about the Orioles. They have so much talent in their minor league system that they bring up.
Yeah, their
team is very young too, so they're going to be good for a very long time.
Very long. They're like the Braves of the AL.
Yeah, kind of. They're becoming that because they have so much young talent. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
After all those years of sucking, they just collected those draft picks.
Hell yeah. All right, so let's get into NFL news and what I guess is shocking revelation with the Trevor Lawrence. You want to get into that, Garrett? I know you have a lot to say about it.
Yeah, I do.
So Trevor Lawrence signed, what's the contract?
It was let me see. It was a 5-year, $275 million contract. Can you see what I'm showing you?
Yeah. So he has a 20. This is compared to Daniel Jones' record. So Trevor Lawrence is 20-30, whereas Daniel Jones is 19-30-1. QB rating 85 for Trevor Lawrence to Daniel Jones 86.
Yep.
Total yards as far as right now. 12,734 for Trevor Lawrence, and 12,458 for Daniel Jones. Passing touchdowns, 58 and 57. Intos, 39 for Trevor Lawrence to Daniel Jones, 33. Yards attempt, 6.7 even. Completion percentage, even at 63%. Here's take all your money in Jacksonville. Daniel Jones is a cracker. Then elite QB, get the fuck out of New York, bum. Daniel Jones. Chosen one. Turnover machine. Lived up to the hype. Terrorist QB for the Giants. Deserves $275 million, and Daniel's worst contract in NFL. As of last year, yes. This year it's a great contract because he comes off the books. But
it's crazy though. I didn't realize how close they were in like statistical stuff.
Yeah, you know what that is though? I'll tell you what this is. It's the same thing with Daniel Jones. It's that one playoff year where Trevor Lawrence beat San Diego when it was getting blown out, gave him that contract. That's his best game ever.
It was 2022, right? That was he did the best.
Yeah, that's
it. Like 25
else.
Touchdowns, 8 interceptions.
Right.
He threw for 4,000 yards or something like that.
Right. That's why he got that contract.
That's why I was like, this contract is kind of weird because he doesn't seem like he would deserve it. If I was Jacksonville, I'd be hesitant to give it to him.
But I wouldn't give him that at all. I would have just picked up the 5th-year option and let's say prove it now.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
And it's $200 million guaranteed.
200 million guaranteed.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Listen, I'm saying this right now. I don't know. Kirk Cousins earned his check. You know what I mean? He played the game. He played it the right way. He wins. He's a winner. He doesn't turn the ball over. He's going to be fine in Atlanta. Although what you want to say about the draft picks in Atlanta, whatever. But he earned his contract. He deserved every penny. He deserved to get the bag. This fucking guy, right? Trevor Lawrence.
He played one good year.
One good year.
One good year. That's all he got.
As a guy who knows pretty much about quarterbacks getting one good year, i.e. Daniel Jones, this might go down as the worst contract in NFL history.
If he doesn't do anything else, yeah.
Yeah. This might go down as the worst contract in NFL history. Like, I can't. When Kirk Cousins got his money, I wasn't mad at it. When all these receivers getting their money, I can't get mad at it. Where they lose me is where you got certain quarterbacks, certain receivers like T. Higgins. He deserves to get a bag. You know what I mean? But this fucking guy gets this money?
Yeah, Jacksonville needs to rethink their process here.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't like this deal for him. I think he needs. I would have given him $100 million, bro, easily. With like 85 guaranteed. Here's the thing. Daniel Jones' contract made sense for this guy.
It kind of does, actually.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones shouldn't have a contract, and this guy should have his contract.
Yeah, because forget about defense and everything else in between. It's when you're looking at giving somebody a contract as an owner, you're looking at this player and his potential, right? What he has achieved and what he could achieve, right? He might have just peaked in 2022.
It's possible.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's possible, right? Because he's pretty much. If you're going through a list of great, good, mediocre, dog shit, he's right in the threshold of mediocrity.
Yeah, he's like, if you were rank QBs in the NFL, he'd be like 15.
Yeah, that's 32 quarterbacks.
Yeah, he'd maybe like 15 or 14.
15. He'd be the 15 to 20 range.
Yeah,
he's in the 15 to 20 range.
Yeah, there's probably 10 or 15 better quarterbacks than him
that could get that kind of money and probably deserve that kind of money. So I think it's a bad deal. I think he fleeced them. Look, I'm happy for the kid to get the bag.
I mean, me too. Yeah. Like, I'm not mad that he got paid. I'm just mad at Jacksonville for paying him.
Yeah, like, was he real? Did he have you guys in a fucking like a Mexican standoff? No. I'm pretty sure he didn't. I'm pretty sure, was that the first offer you gave him? Like,
yeah.
I don't know about that, bro. Like, he wasn't holding them as a stalemate, bro. It wasn't like you didn't hear nothing about the contract issue. You hear about Dak, you hear about Tua, you hear about the receiver.
I mean, if you think about it, Dak can't even get this kind of money from Jerry Jones. So
no, and he probably most deserving.
Yeah, he deserves it. He actually had a couple of good years in a row.
And last year was his MVP year.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, look, I'm a Dallas.
His numbers
hater.
are crazy.
Right, I'm a Dallas hater for sure. Like, I'm not a fan of Dallas.
Oh, me neither. I just don't like them on principle.
Yeah, exactly. And whatever the way they're suffering now pleases me. All the negative publicity on them.
Yeah, Dak's been actually murdering it. Like, 2021, 4,000 yards, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. 2022, 2,800 yards, 23 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. 2023, 4,500 yards, 36 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Like, he's killing it.
The only thing
those are better than Trevor Lawrence numbers in 2023 and 2021
combined, bro. It's dog
like he had 25 and 8, and this guy has 36 and 9 and 37 and 10.
Come on, bro.
No comparison. I'm sorry, Dak is above Lawrence at this point for me.
Yeah. And look, we are both Dallas haters, but we're gonna call it real as the real king be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being impartial here, but like,
as painfully as it sounds to me, as painfully as it for me to say, like, Dak is the better quarterback.
Yeah,
Dak is a top 10 quarterback. You know what I mean?
Quite possibly. If he's not top 10, he's like right outside the top 10.
He is above mediocrity, though. We could both agree on that, right?
He's like 10 or maybe 11. Because Burrow, Rodgers, Mahomes,
Lamar Jackson,
Kyler Murray,
You think you got Kyler Murray above him?
Do I? Actually, he might be above Kyler Murray.
I think he's above Kyler Murray.
Maybe he is top 10 then.
Yeah, I think he's top 10. I think he's remember we go CJ Stroud. He's not. I don't give him a top 10 yet. He's only 1 year in.
CJ Stroud is close, and Deshaun Watson's kind of on the line.
He is on the line for me. Like, he's on the fucking line.
Not like touching, but like just
no, he's on the line. No, I know exactly. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he's on the line for me. Like, I can't put him there. That contract doesn't make any sense to me. He's not
his contract is an albatross. Like, $230 million guaranteed is wild.
Yeah, and he's
a guy that gets massages and has people touch him for.
Yeah, and he can't even stay on the field.
Yeah, and he gets hurt a lot too.
Yeah, and even when he's on the field, still doesn't justify him getting that contract.
Oh no, definitely not.
Yeah, so I don't think he's top 10 either. I think Deshaun Watson has a lot more to prove than anything. Like, this might be his make it or break a year, if you ask me, just when it comes to Deshaun Watson. But Trevor Lawrence 100% does not deserve that contract one bit.
Not yet, at least. Maybe if he does miracles this year.
Yeah,
he might deserve it.
The thing is, though, they pretty much ran them back with the same team last year. Well, this year that just passed, and they didn't even make the playoffs. Yeah. That team choked.
I think it was their defense. I think that was bad.
Yeah, the defense was terrible.
Because the offense was okay.
He threw too much picks, though. What was his pick this year? How many picks did he throw this year? I think the knock on him was Intos, right?
Definitely decision making. So 14 picks.
How many touchdowns?
21 touchdowns.
So that's not a good ratio from touchdown to Intos, right? That's 7.
No.
That's a touchdown.
There's a 6 difference, which is, I mean,
not good. It's not good, man.
Not good, but better than his rookie year, I guess.
Well, he was a rookie. Yeah. You know, like, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna go through trial and error. Not everybody's gonna come out the gate. You know what I mean? Like, Peyton Manning didn't come out the gate. He was terrible.
Yeah, Peyton Manning led the league in interceptions in his rookie year.
Oh, yeah, so...
And that record was broken by somebody. I think... I don't know who.
That's hilarious.
Someone broke that record. I think it was Zach Wilson or something like that.
That makes sense. Speaking of Zach, what he is the favorite to be the starter in Denver.
Oh, I know. Yeah, and Sam Darnold's the favorite to be the starter for the Vikings.
Yeah, but that's a placeholder. That's just them saying shit.
Yeah, I know. But Sam Darnold, I just think it's funny that ex-Jet ski bees are just taking over now. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but.
Look, I think Sam Darnold's a fine journeyman. I think he's not as bad. I think he got a raw deal.
He's bad.
I just think he got a raw deal in Carolina. He was a decent player in Carolina.
He showed the same thing that he showed in New York, that he can't. He's
win.
No poise.
No, and he's not. Look, the thing with him. Sometimes you gotta understand when you draft a guy that high. Sometimes the guys aren't ready for the spotlight. You gotta let them sit out a year, man. It's nothing. Patrick Mahomes sat out a year. You know what I mean? And,
Aaron Rodgers sat out like 4 years before he started.
And Jordan Love, he sat out years too.
Yeah. It does work, actually, if you set him out for a few years.
Yeah, if you set him out, you set him to the Wolves, he's going to choke. So I think Zach Wilson, his potential. No, look, he's another one of those low risk, high reward kind of guy. He could be the Luis Severino of football right now. Like he's still on his rookie deal, right? He's still on his rookie deal, right?
Yeah. He's on his like 5th-year option or something like that.
Yeah. So what do they got to lose in Denver? You know what I mean? Because
they have nothing else going for them. So
yeah, they got
Denver's going to be dreadful this year.
Yeah, you're not going to
talent on that team,
right? You're not going to start Bo Nix out the gate with no offensive line to protect him and no receivers to throw to, like other than Sutton. No, they're going to build on it. Let Zach Wilson, he sucks anyway. Put him out there.
Let him get killed and then
let him get killed and then bring the kid in and then
save Bo Nix.
Save Bo Nix another year.
So that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, let him rock. Same thing what Vikings do. Look, Darnold's in a better situation. Like you got.
He has Justin Jefferson and the other guy.
Addison.
Addison.
And they got a decent running back. They're gonna be fine. It's on him, and the leash on him is way shorter. That's what I'm saying. His on is more of a placeholder than Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson could go 0-17 and it's fine. Nobody's gonna bet. Nobody's gonna shit.
Yeah, no one expect the Broncos to be good anyway. So.
Exactly. So you get 2 wins out of the kid, whatever. But we know Sam Darnold's holding it. He's 2 bad games away before you hear about McCarthy coming in.
Yeah, even if he throws a pick, they're gonna be talking about it.
Yeah, like bring the kid in.
Bring the kid in.
Yeah, bring the kid
Happens everywhere, every time.
Minnesota is in a great spot. Like JJ McCarthy should be like licking his chops right now, no diddy, about coming into this team. And because now you got Justin Jefferson for a long time, you're going to be there for no less than 5 years anyway. Addison, you got 2 more years before his 5th-year deal comes, before his 5th-year option comes. So you got to sign him. So you'll be fine. Like, and the defense under Brian Flores has been flourishing. So they have nothing. This team.
I might be a little biased on that one.
Yeah. I understand.
My wife's cousin plays for the Vikings. So.
Yeah, which is fine. And he's good.
And he's pretty good. He's a good safety.
Yeah. So I think this team is going to be good. I think they're a playoff team. I mean, I think Chicago's a year away, although it wouldn't surprise me if they did make the playoff because with all the players, the point is I'm trying to make is he's a quarterback. You know what I mean? And he's a rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
See. I'm curious to see what Caleb Williams can do.
Yeah, me too. I'm intrigued by him because
he's so zesty off the field. I don't like it. But.
Yeah, he's a diddler for sure. But he's I don't know.
He can play football apparently.
Yeah, I only saw him a couple games because they play in the West Coast and their games are later. From what I saw, he's a good quarterback. But I've seen JJ McCarthy play. He's a good game manager, and
he's probably gonna be good.
Yeah, he's a QB's QB. You know what I mean? He's a quarter. He's not gonna wow you. You got Justin Jefferson for that though.
Yeah, you got Addison. All he has to do is throw it in the range of Jefferson. Yeah, he'll catch it. Like he'll be there
That's
somewhere.
It. Yeah, it's fine. That team is good. Yeah. How much time we got left?
About 5 minutes.
Okay, cool. Dude, we're killing it. We're speeding through this.
Yeah, it's going too fast. We can talk about the NBA Finals, Game 5 tonight. And
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's
Monday.
Tomorrow. It's tomorrow's game. Yeah,
I thought it was tonight. Oops.
Luka, which if anybody have been watching the Sportsload, you guys know how I feel about Luka bitching to the ref all the time. That's causing him, and it finally showed up in game 3, where he fouled out and for complaining to the ref and everything like that, cost him the team. You had Kyrie finally playing like Kyrie, and you didn't take advantage of it. You know what I mean? And he was bitching to the refs. Got fouled out. He played like he didn't give a shit. They had no idea. But then game 4 came, and he played like Luka. They both played great. The problem is that sustainable? Can they keep this momentum going?
And they have to do it against the Celtics at home. So
twice.
Yeah.
So history says no, right?
Unlikely to do it. Yeah. But,
no team has ever came from 3-0 and won in basketball. No team.
Yeah.
I mean, so
it's not likely, but
they got to show up.
They need to steal this game though if they want any chance at all. So
every game is pretty much because
game.
Yeah, because they just have to win. Boston just has to win once. They did their part.
Yeah, every game is an elimination game for the Mavericks.
Pretty much. Speaking of basketball too, before we continue, RIP Bill Walton and RIP Jerry West. The logo passed away.
Yeah, they both passed away.
You saw the meme on that? Like, Jerry West had to pass away before the Celtics won a championship. He didn't want to see that shit.
Yeah, because that's God tier hating.
Yeah.
Someone tweeted that, and I sent it to you guys. I was like, ah.
That was dope. That was hilarious. Boston just went up 4-1 on the Yankees. But we're back to the NBA. If Boston somehow lose this, right now, again, I highly doubt that happens.
That's a big ass fumble, bro.
Yeah, could this go down as the biggest choke in any sports history?
I think so. Because this is akin to like the Boston's 3-1 Yankees reverse sweep.
Yeah, when Yankees was up 3-1 on Boston, and Boston came back and beat them.
Yeah.
So but see, all those games were competitive, if I remember correctly, right? I would think they were all competitive games, and for some reason in baseball, it didn't shock me. But I guess you're the Yankees; you're supposed to do this.
I guess
right?
we have to compare it to the Warriors then. The Warriors. The 3, or was it 3-0 or 3-1? 3-1.
I don't remember. I think it was more the record.
Yeah.
It was more they beat the Chicago Bulls record for most wins.
Oh yeah, it was that season. Yeah,
and they lost in 7, I believe, to the Cavs. That's LeBron's championship. If I remember correctly, I don't remember if it was up. They were up 3-1.
Was that 2014? Oh no, it wasn't.
I think it was it was probably 17. Maybe 17, 18.
Yeah, it must have been 17.
Yeah, and
67 and 15.
No, it had to be the year they had 72. It had to be 73 or something. They were in the 70s in wins.
Yeah, they were. I remember. I don't remember what year it was though.
The one that's 60 something. That was what year?
That was 2017, like you said.
Could it be 18?
2016. 79 and 73 and 9. Yeah.
73 and 9. They beat. Yeah. So what the playoffs, right, for that series? How did it go? They had to go. I know it went 7 games.
Yeah, the Golden State blew a 3-1 lead on the Cavaliers.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Draymond Green got suspended for Game 5 for following LeBron James.
How fitting.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. So they could.
So it would be akin to this year, 2016.
Yeah, I would compare it. Even you throw in the Yankees Boston series as well.
Similar.
Yeah,
different sport.
Similar. Yeah, because LeBron is still a GOAT, and you could easily say that in Draymond. But see, you could also make excuses for Golden State. Draymond wasn't there.
Yeah, but he's only a defender, and an enforcer.
Right.
He's not
so
he's not Steph Curry being suspended, even though he would never.
Yeah, he would never do that. Yeah, he's a saint.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if Dallas comes back from 3-0 and wins it out,
I'll give it to them if they do that. That's
a great win. Yeah, that's a great win. Also, you can also make it equivalent to the Knicks being the 8th seed and going to the championship, but they end up losing to the San Antonio Spurs. No 8th seed has ever. Knicks were the first 8th seed to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would be good. But then what happens to Boston? Do you blow up Boston?
Why would they blow up their team for that?
That's an embarrassment, bro.
I think they would want to add more. Like they would want to add like a superstar so they could get better. Because like that means you're just like one good player away from potentially winning.
Yeah, but damn, I don't know, man. Like
I don't think I would blow it up. I don't think you blow up a good team already. I mean, fundamentally.
Well, somebody's got to take the hit on this one. Somebody's got to get a hit on this one. You had a 3-0 lead.
What do they do? Trade Tatum or something? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I'm like, if
that'd be like if the Mets lost in the World Series and the Mets were like, you know what? Fuck it, we're gonna trade Pete Alonso.
Okay, but you haven't been in the championship. You've been in the championship game 3 years straight, or 2 years straight. If the Mets went to the championship and lost this year, that's nothing because you just run it back. But if you went to the championship game 3-4 years straight, like, yo, what the hell? Like, what we gotta do? Yeah. The first, all right, fine. You got the last time you lost was the last.
We're about to end. Oh no.
Oh shit. Yeah. Well, it'll be a big. We have to get back to this one.
Yeah.
Place all that. So guys, thank you for tuning in to the Sportsload. Again, I'm your host Jah. That's my brother Garrett, Mr. GPS himself. Keep liking, keep subscribing. Sportsload. We out, baby.
Get hype.
Get hype, everyone.